it Japan. The scientists in Japan, they just don't stop. You know, they just keep cranking out cutting edge stuff here. And a new study that they were doing, and they just call it a team of Japanese scientists. So let your imagination unfold with that one. Has shown that
that's all of Japan, by the way.
That's right. So this team of scientists has shown that it's possible for mammals to absorb oxygen via the anus. That's right. Your own butthole can breathe. Intrigued by how certain sea creatures breathe through their intestines and emergencies, researchers at Tokyo Medical and Dental University were able to prove that the same was true under experimental circumstances with mice, rats, pigs. Published their findings in the journal Med on Friday. And I apologize. This is the Japanese Times is trying to get me to create an account, so I can only read through. It looks like it's reading through stained glass. For higher other animals, respiration involves breathing via oxygen and excreting carbon dioxide using lungs or gills. Some species, however, have evolved alternate ventilatory mechanisms. Loaches, catfish, sea cucumbers, and orb-weaving spiders can also use their hindgut to oxygenate and survive in emergencies. So, not sure. I didn't see humans, but hey, you know, got a certain little level that can breathe out the rear ends. This is talking shit, man. Talking shit. What do you make of this? Is there much to be made of it?
I'm just trying to figure out what emergency situation I'm in where I'm like, I gotta get my asshole.
It's right.
Gotta get my asshole above zero here. Hold on. Like, am I stuck in the muck? Did I dive off like a bridge into some like low lying water, and now my anus is in the air, and I just have to like open her up a little bit and let some air in? Like, what is the emergency situation where I now need to teach my body to functionally breathe out of its asshole?
The only thing I can think of off the top of my head is if a UFC fighter is getting choked out. You know, they're getting a rear naked choke or a darce or something, or a triangle, and they then learn to suck some air through their butthole as they squirm out of it.
Taps out.
Yeah,
breathes through his ass.
Yeah. That's about it.
I don't know. This doesn't seem like a useful human fucking attribute. Like like Murr said, I don't see why we need it. Like, I guess it'd be cool. I guess kind of. But
so for the ones that I rattled off, what would they need it for?
I don't fucking know. I mean, they're at least most of them, if I recall, were water dwelling creatures. So that seems like being able to figure out another way to breathe might be useful. You know what I mean? Like if you're a sea cucumber and you get tossed up on land, you're like, I can breathe there.
No, they were saying that
cool.
Those figured out a different way to breathe via their natural habitat. This says mice, rats, and pigs. So at what point does I
understood the way you read that. So,
does a little piggy? This little piggy went to the market. This little piggy breathed out his asshole, and now
maybe because pigs feed so aggressively that they don't have time to breathe in between, so they need to fucking breathe out the butt to get all that slop in there. The other animals, I got nothing for you. That's my fucking hypothesis on the pig.
So Joey Chestnut, the world eating competition champion, like he's knee deep in a fucking pile of wings. Doesn't have time to take that breath. He can just open up the anus, and just keep going down.
That's probably exactly what happened. Like Kobayashi could never figure out how to breathe through his butt, and so that's why he lost his title to Chestnut. And Chestnut's just sitting up there, fucking, just sucking him in big through that butthole.
And it's certainly not coincidental that it was a team of Japanese scientists who figured this out. They've gotten to the bottom of it. They're wondering why their man got snubbed so long in the Nathan's hot dog eating competition.
It's basically what it's just been a decades-long research into how Kobayashi lost Joey Chestnut.
Okay. I know Japan doesn't have a lot else to concentrate on, and so they find these little pet projects for their scientists. And by the way, what is it, like medical research and dental Wasn't that who they were?
The Tokyo
Some
Medical
reason,
and Dental University, yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. So, they're really kind of packing it all in there, that one school, right?
Hold on. Just before interject, University of Maryland Medical, the medical school right down the street does have a dental program. So it's not too far-fetched that medical schools do have a dental thing. This may just be they have to label it that. But I get what you're saying.
Maybe their dental program is like the top draw, so they threw it on the title. You know what I mean?
Could be.
But it's just a regular college, too. Like, it's a medical school, but our dentists are top-notch.
But as far as who we give, like, I don't know, scientific credentials to, can we, like, start to, like, really narrow down the categories of, like, what they study? Just because you have an inkling that animals can breathe out their buttholes, does that really mean you should spend time and research dollars to figure out if it's possible?
Could have been an accident.
But can we just concentrate on shit that matters? Like the QAnon fucking med beds. Can we concentrate on that?
Well,
and not the butthole breathing?
According to these Japanese scientists, this shit does matter. And
maybe you need to learn how to breathe through your butthole to survive medbed surgery.
Could be.
Good point.
Could be.
Yeah. Maybe that's the only drawback. It's like we can cure cancer, but you got to figure out how to learn how to breathe through your butthole, or else you won't live inside the tube.
Yeah,
but you asked the question.
I just say, and they could figure. I don't know how they figured this out, but my mind, being the child and dick and fart joke extraordinaire that I am, I like to think that they just hooked up like balloons to these animals' rear ends and just watch them get filled up.
Well, yeah, filling them up's not the problem. Sucking them back in is the issue.
Sucking in, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Didn't think about that.
Like, how big of a breath of air can one take through their anus? You know
good point.
Like, sometimes I'm just naturally breathing. Sometimes I'm like, take a big breath. Can I do that with my butthole? Take a big old breath in.
Doesn't give any type of real, I guess, quantifiable data to answer that type of question.
Usually a good sound of a scam.
There's Stephen Gundry in here.
Fucking lectins. Oh man, no, this is silly.